Have you ever wondered what might be achieved if we joined forces? Unstoppable, Mrs. Barton?
Unthinkable, Mrs. Cameron.
These are adjusted figures.
You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours.
Well, I wish I could be of more help, but I can't.
You didn't tell me you had a sweetheart. You taking me for that drink or what?
You are this close, Patricia. I have lung cancer, Erica.
Oh! Boris!
He woke up from the anaesthetic and tried to bite the veg.
Oh, thank God!
Mrs. Barden is the new president of our institute.
But I only hear the voices in my head, waiting for this moment they'll be calling to me. And if I try, I'll remember not the words I never said. Only now the others hold my meaning for me. I see with wide open eyes, like the sun. I'll leave the early calling skies. In silence, any place we go, should go, we see, shall see, we will never know, we'll go there.
Don't stop.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Appreciate you making time to see me, Reverend Collingbourne.
I think I've had more prisoners asking to see me in the 2 months since war was declared than in the last 5 years. Farming is a reserved occupation, so you won't have to fight.
No.
But you want to, don't you? A lot of people would swap places with you in an instant.
I can't sit on my tractor while we go the same way as the Czechs and the Poles. I'm more use over there.
You've spoken to Steph about this?
I'm still trying to find the right words. I can stay home, but I want to go and fight. How does that not sound the most selfish thing I could think of?
Busy day, Padre.
No rest for the wicked.
Ditto. New reports coming in every day now.
Yes, it's all beginning to get predictably nasty. Have a good day.
And you?
Is it what you were expecting with Stanley Farrow?
Pretty much.
Did he want you to tell him what to do?
I think he hoped I might.
It's not your style.
No, no, my style is to smile benignly while a man agonizes over whether or not to enlist. Before sitting down with Mrs. Felgate for an intense debate about floral arrangements this Christmas. It'll be the usual toss-up between the holly and the ivy. She always plumps for the holly, so I don't know why she insists on the pretense of a discussion year after year.
Could it be because she enjoys your company?
Is that all I'm good for now?
Of course not.
Sarah?
It increasingly feels like it.
Sarah?
I am about to commit murder, and I'm asking you in advance to be a character witness. Adam, too, if you can bear it. Always useful having a vicar in one's back pocket when facing a capital charge.
So what's happened?
This.
Your gates are being requisitioned.
My gates are being melted down for a tank.
Probably not a hole. And so who are you planning to murder?
Well, the woman behind this, of course. Joyce Cameron.
You don't actually know she's behind it.
Her pettiness knows no bounds.
Well, either way, if it helps the war effort, then...
Oh, no, you're right. I feel so foolish. How could I not see that my gates are going to make all the difference in rebutting the Nazi horde?
They're gates, Francis. They're bits of decorative metal pointing up towards the sky. Sooner or later, someone would have come for them.
Morning. Just a couple of letters. Mrs. Barden.
Thank you.
No need. It's my job.
I always like to thank people, even if they're doing what they have to do.
Thought you might be like that.
Like what?
Nice like that.
But I'm sure Jenny is.
Actually, no, she wasn't.
Wasn't?
Not seen her anymore.
Oh?
Truth be told, I didn't really like her all that much. Discovered she was the jealous type. Where were you? Who were you talking to? That sort of thing, all the time. It wore me down.
Not all women are like that. I'm not like that.
Best be getting on.
Why don't you take me out one day?
How about tomorrow?
Tomorrow? You're keen.
Why not? I could pick you up at 5:30.
Have the afternoon off. Pick me up at 2.
You're keen.
Why not?
No, I've got it. 2 p.m. tomorrow, Town Hall, Ministry of Food meeting, 300 words. I appreciate you thinking of me. Well, I'll do a good job for you, Mr. Beeks. You know that. Yeah. Indeed. Goodbye. Goodbye.
£10
I'm off to educate the masses.
What is it today?
I'm teaching 7-year-olds the concept of money.
Good luck. I've never understood it.
Oh, you must. You're a bookkeeper.
Anyone can count the stuff.
There must be more to it than that.
Not much.
Cheerio.
Do you love me?
Oh, if you don't waste any time.
There isn't any to waste. Do you?
Easy, yes. From the moment you open that door to me. Next.
Does loving me mean you'd want to spend the rest of your life with me?
Right now, I can't think of anything I'd want more.
But how might you feel next week, or next month, or in 10 years' time?
I can't think of any reason that I'd feel any differently. Next.
How do you know it's love?
Because I've never felt like this about anyone else. Not even close.
Then why don't we get married?
Hang on.
You're all I'll ever want. I'm apparently all you'll ever want, so...
You leave me no choice but to pretend we didn't have this conversation.
Jack?
Kate Campbell, would you do me the honour of becoming my wife? I think you have to actually say the word, or otherwise it doesn't count.
Yes. 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 Well, somebody say something.
Getting engaged quickly is one thing. Getting married in under a fortnight is another thing entirely.
You don't think it's a little, well...
Quick? Fast? Rushed? Hasty?
We want to get married before Jack finishes his training.
Because after that, you could be stationed anywhere.
Yes, sir.
Fighting in any number of possible conflict areas.
I understand your concern.
It's not that we don't like you, Jack. We do, very much.
We appreciate how unusual the speed of this may seem to you.
Very.
You knew each other less than a month before you married.
Because your father was returning to the front.
But you loved one another.
That's not the issue.
I'm sorry, but it's the only issue.
Kate.
No. No. Hypocrites.
You don't think she's... Don't even say it.
This requires the president's signature. And this.
That's interesting. This is a list of charities to whom the Institute makes annual donations.
So?
Joyce Cameron sits on the board of at least 3 of them.
You mean she was siphoning WI funds into pet projects?
Do not try to use this to get back at Joyce for targeting your gates.
When are the next donations due to be made?
Well, next month, just before Christmas.
Right.
But perhaps we should postpone until the new year, until we know the full extent of what's gone on.
A good point. I suggest a full audit in January. It's the only way we're going to get to the bottom of Joyce's largesse.
We're a branch of the WI, Francis. There's a limit to what even Joyce can get up to.
You really are quite naive, Sarah. I put it down to years spent as a vicar's wife.
So are you speaking at the Ministry of Food meeting this afternoon?
No, they're coming to remove my gates this afternoon. I've already asked someone to step in.
Oh, excellent. There was I, wrapped in my naivete, assuming he'd struggle to delegate as president.
How wrong you were.
Oh.
Thank you, Mrs. Goody. Most informative. Next, we have a speaker from the Women's Institute at Great Pexford.
Good afternoon. I've been told, well, not told exactly, asked to talk to the meeting. To you.
In your own time, Mrs. Sims.
Yes, I'll start again. My name is Mrs. Sims, and I'm here on behalf of the Great Paxford Women's Institute.
Another time. Yeah, it's gone now. You ready?
Down. Refreshments for you, gentlemen.
Oh, very nice. Thank you very much.
What is the meaning of this?
Well, it's pretty straightforward, Mrs. Cameron. All available non-essential land is to be utilized forthwith for food production.
I understand what it means.
Be that the vicarage rose beds, the village cricket pitch, or your tennis courts. Of course, it's not legally binding. I merely assumed you'd be happy to opt in, like everyone else.
I do not opt in.
But the problem with not opting in is that it rather looks like you're opting out. I wonder how well that would go down when everyone else is pulling together so brilliantly. Keep up the good work, gentlemen. Take all of it. Who knows? The last hinge could be melted into the bullet that has Hitler's name on it. Good afternoon.
3 months ago, my institute was not involved in food production of any kind. We didn't grow so much as a bean. And one might argue that it didn't matter because 3 months ago, we weren't at war. And we could simply buy whatever we wanted. But Hitler has changed everything.
That's good.
We can and must work together to make a definitive contribution towards ensuring the survival of the home front. This may be a time for our men to fight. But make no mistake, ladies. This is our time, too.
Very well said.
Thank you for listening to me.
Not bad for a girl. Bloody hell.
Keep up, boy. I'll meet you by the canal.
Where'd you learn to ride like that?
Like what?
So fast.
I don't know. It's just how fast my legs go round.
Well, don't ever join the post office. You put me out of a job.
Oh, no. I couldn't do what you do.
It's easy enough. Just stick the right letters in the right boxes.
No, I'm too nosy. I'd want to read what's inside them.
It's against the law.
Wouldn't make any difference. I'd be overwhelmed by the urge.
Well, this is sad you don't see at Miss Barden's doorstep.
Oh, you won't tell her, will you?
What do you take me for?
Not sure yet.
That was very good.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I was wondering if you wouldn't mind giving my latest article a bit of a once-over.
Me?
Sometimes I find it difficult to get the right tone for the local rag.
I think I can help.
trust I got your title correct.
You were there.
Why didn't you tell me you were giving a talk this afternoon?
I know you're not interested in the WI. I never dreamt that your assignment would be to cover the same event.
You imagine my surprise when you took to the lectern, papers in hand, quite the public speaker. And then imagine my embarrassment when you actually began to talk. You embarrassed yourself, you embarrassed me.
How have I embarrassed you?
I now stand to be accused of nepotism by Mr. Beeks when he sees my wife's name in my article.
Change it.
What, and probably some silly bitch from the meeting writing to him, accusing me of getting your name wrong? This is what happens when you get too big for your boots, Pat. You ruin everything.
I'm sorry, Bob. It won't happen again.
Yeah, but it shouldn't have happened in the first place.
Frances asked, and I didn't want to let her down.
What about letting me down?
Oh, please.
What about me, hey? What about me?
Doctor, Mrs. Campbell, evening.
We had a crash and wanted to see if everything was...
You did hear a crash. Pat slipped while serving supper. And much like Humpty Dumpty, I'm afraid our favourite dinner set is beyond the repair of all the king's horses and all the king's men.
But she's all right?
Oh, she's absolutely fine, yeah, if a little embarrassed. She's busy tidying up now, but thanks for your concern. Extremely neighbourly of you. I'll tell you, pop round.
Please do.
They're back.
Our reaction wasn't unreasonable under the circumstances, was it?
No. But now we've had a chance to think about it. It's their lives, and we only get one. All they have is this moment. Who can blame them for grabbing it with both hands? Not me. Come on.
What are you doing? I'm writing them a letter to explain myself.
Wouldn't it be better to speak to them?
I already tried that.
After you drove off, they spent most of the afternoon regretting the way the conversation had gone. They do understand why you want to get married quickly. So do I. We're just shocked, that's all.
Everything happens so fast. But it isn't just you, is it? Other people are doing the same thing. Lots are. But it's different
When it's your own flesh and blood. I just want you to be happy.
I think I will be with Jack. Very.
And if Jack knows any pilots half as good looking as he is, tell him I don't mind a few awkward nights at the pictures until I find a nice one.
I will.
Why don't we have a look at my old wedding dress?
I'm not too hot. Stan. Is it not too hot?
No.
This, ladies, is notification of a £5 fine for for the Institute's failure to obtain a tea and biscuit licence.
Since when was it necessary to have a licence for tea and biscuits?
The war will shortly require each of us to have a licence for breathing in and another for breathing out.
Well, £5 seems remarkably steep. You'd think the authorities would have more important fish to fry than frying us over this.
You would, and they do.
But that's to forget that a certain Joyce Cameron sits on the Food Control Committee.
How can you be sure it was Joyce? I don't have it in writing that the sun will rise every morning, Miriam, but there are some things about which I live in absolute certainty.
Do we have funds to cover the fine?
Oh, one for the treasurer.
Oh, cash reserves are more than adequate to cover this.
Why don't we do that audit next week?
Next week?
So that we know exactly where we stand.
Fine.
I have to admit, this is an unexpected surprise.
I've been reconsidering your proposition.
Perhaps it's no longer on the table.
Well, tell me I'm wasting my time and I'll leave.
What changed your mind?
We live in a time of uncertainty, Mr. Driscoll. Both national and personal.
We do indeed.
I'll do what you've asked. On one non-negotiable condition. That this is a one-time arrangement.
When can you start?
As soon as you agree my fee of 10 guineas.
You drive a hard bargain, Mrs. Scotlock.
Take it or leave it, Mr. Driscoll.
Oh, not still waiting.
Spencer stood you up.
He isn't coming, is he?
He was very punctual the first time he called for you. I'm sure there must be a good reason to be less so this time. You can't sit here all day, Claire.
Just a little while longer.
There's something we need to talk about. I've been thinking a great deal about my situation over the last few weeks, and I think I've finally made up my mind.
I think I know what you're about to tell me, Adam, but please don't expect me to say it for you.
There are boys from Great Paxford who will shortly find themselves screaming out for their mothers in fear or pain. But their mothers won't be able to help them in their hour of need. I can.
You want to join up?
It's where I believe my duty lies.
Not here within your parish at its time of greatest need.
If we had a son, Sarah, wouldn't you want someone like me helping him prepare for what he was about to face?
Then let someone like you do it. Why does it have to be you?
Because I truly believe that that's how I can best serve God, by being there alongside them.
And what God wants, God gets.
The boys and I are popping down to the Horse and Groom for a quick half, Padre. I wondered if you'd like to join us.
Thank you, Nick, but...
I'm sure he'd love a drink with the boys. Wouldn't you, Padre?
We'll wait for you outside.
Mrs. Barton.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sims. I've come for a word with Pat, if she's available.
I'm afraid she's having a lie down at the moment.
Oh, is she unwell, dear? Only she wasn't at the committee meeting. and I wanted to pass on how well her speech went down. I'm told Pat was quite brilliant.
She fell off a chair hanging a picture yesterday, and seems to have taken more out of her than we initially thought, so...
I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, Pat, there you are, you poor thing. I was just hearing about your accident. I'll just say hello and then I'll leave you both in peace.
I thought you liked me.
I do.
I thought we had a lovely time the other day.
We did.
But then why did you stand me up?
I thought it was better to leave you thinking I wasn't worth the candle.
What do you mean, leave me?
I got my call-up papers. I wanted to come and explain, but I thought it over and decided it was best for you to think you'd had a lucky escape.
But now you've told me what happened.
No, Claire. I still think it's for the best. Sorry for messing you around.
We could write while you're away.
Your talk was a tremendous success by all accounts. The chair telephoned to say how inspirational you were. In future, they only want you. You must be very pleased.
Are you sure you wouldn't like a cup of tea, Mrs. Barton?
Oh, I've taken up too much of your time already. Besides, you look exhausted, Pat. You clearly need to rest. I'll see you at the wedding.
The wedding?
At the Campbells' wedding next weekend?
Oh, I don't think Pat'll be up to it.
Oh, shame. Won't be the same without you.
I'll see you to the door, Mrs. Barton.
Goodbye, Pat. Get well. Your presence is missed. Thank you.
You should never have come downstairs. You're out of my sight.
What's all this?
You've spent so much time in your own head the past few weeks, I assumed you prefer your lunch alone.
Steph. Steph!
I've seen you looking at the planes overhead, the trucks going past. You're staring into your plate at supper. You're lying in bed, your back to me. Taking yourself off up here to brood instead of talking to your wife about the most important decision you'll ever make in all our lives. You want to go and fight, Stan? Go. Because you're no bloody good to us like this. I know every inch of you, man, inside and out. I always have. I always will. Must be so excited.
Let's go.
This is the last wedding I'll be doing for a while.
Let's not cock it up then.
Let me do that.
No. You can spend as long as you like brushing down your new uniform.
Say that.
I want to. It's the last time I'll be able to do it for a while.
Happy?
Extraordinarily. Are you?
There's only one other place I'd rather be.
The barn, about 2 miles from here. Thank you for asking me to marry you.
Thank you for asking me to marry you.
Is your wedding like this? Mine? No, not like this. Considerably smaller. Have you ever come close?
No. Not really.
You must have had no end of interest from eligible young men.
For one reason or another, things never worked out.
There's plenty of time yet.
Such a lovely couple.
And they say you can't go wrong with a man in uniform.
Nigel Hughes.
This is Scotlock. And this is Teresa Fenchurch.
Nice to meet you. Would you care to dance?
Me?
If you don't mind getting your toes ever so slightly crushed.
Well, I haven't danced for 20 years.
Then I would be honoured to be the man to help you back on the horse.
I'm told you're the bride's sister.
Yes, sir.
I'm Jack's commanding officer, Richard Bowers. Your sister's bagged an extremely good man. She's a lucky girl.
With all due respect, sir, the luck is all Jack's.
Very well said. Would you care to dance, Miss Campbell?
Is that an order, sir?
Not for a moment.
I find it very difficult to believe it's been 20 years. You're clearly extremely good.
Let me guess, you're a very successful salesman.
Very good. I have a medical wholesale business in Chester.
Oh?
We supply all the surgeries in the area.
Oh.
And you are a bookkeeper, I believe.
That's very impressive. How did you know that?
Someone told me.
That would do it. Dr. Campbell.
No. Theo Driscoll. We belong to the same club. Theo was most complimentary, Mrs. Scotlock. He told me that you don't come cheap, but that you're worth every penny.
I appreciate the recommendation, but I'm not looking to take on more clients at the moment.
I think you'll find you don't have much choice about it. I'll be in touch.
I'm very sorry Pat couldn't come.
I saw her last week. She wasn't in a good way. Very subdued.
I've slipped and fallen hard before. It can take it out of you, I suppose.
Or more so off a chair.
She didn't fall off a chair.
Bob told me she fell off a chair rehanging a picture.
When did he tell you that?
Wednesday?
He told Will and me she slipped while serving supper.
Well, how odd.
I've been looking for you everywhere.
Is anything the matter?
Yes, I'm desperate to dance with my wife, but she's skulking around outside with the president of the Women's Institute. Do I have permission to whisk her away?
Whisk away.
I regret marrying an agnostic.
Not for a moment. Ever regret marrying a believer?
Never. I love you, Reverend Colin. If he exists, then the Almighty and I have that much in common.
Arthur Sowerby.
Reverend Colin.
Let's get on. Be good, son. Do what your mother says.
They reckon it'll be over soon.
Well, then I'll be home in no time. Steph.
You better come back in one piece or I'll kill you.
Stanley Farrow.
Number, please.
Today was your last day.
But that makes no sense!
What you've done
is illegal.
You look like you're running a well-oiled criminal enterprise.
Get off my land before I do something we'll both regret.
We're at war. Read the literature.
You are an exceptionally pretty young woman, Laura.
We're going to be very happy here, aren't we?
You have a visitor.
Hello, Teresa.
And Home Fires continues next Sunday at 9. And available on ITV Player now, Martin Clunes takes a look at the incredible relationship between man and beast. Back to tonight, and we've comedy for you over on ITV3. Ian McKellen and Derek Jacobi are simply fabulous in Vicious next. Here on ITV, we've the news.